change my attempt, good intentions.
What's up guys, this is VMW 108 and I'm doing a review on my new phone. It's the Motorola Nexus 6. It's such a beautiful phone. I'll be the first to admit that. I love this phone. There's nothing else I can really say about that. Just a massive screen. It's actually not 6 inches. That's kind of a, what do you call that? A marketing scheme. It's 5.96, but you know, they just rounded up to 6, so it's pretty damn close to it, to be honest. The screen is also Quad HD AMOLED, which means it's full 4K resolution. And some people can see the difference, some can't. I totally can tell you I can see the difference. You can see every little detail, especially when you're streaming 4K videos, which Sprint's LTE network does okay on, depending on the area you're in. So I haven't really had an issue with it. I have a phone here at my disposal too. This is my old phone. A lot of you probably are familiar with it or have seen it, so I'll put it up next to it so you can see. It's a Samsung Galaxy S3. You can kind of see the comparison and how big it is compared to the S3. Just can rest it literally. It's huge, and I thought this was big when it first came out. My God, I love this phone though. It's massive. So let me go over some of the hardware aspects of it. Up top here, you have one speaker. 2 speakers, dual speakers, just like the HTC One series and the boom sound. Not quite as good, but pretty close. Sorry guys, I gotta readjust this tripod. Okay, so on the side here too, which is kind of an ingenious design, what they ended up doing is they moved the power and lock switch and the volume rocker to center mass of the phone, because they recognize having a device this big would be awkward if you had to reach all the way up there, and they couldn't use the design in the back here with the volume rocker because that was taken by LG and they would sue them. So this is pretty an ingenious design. Another thing is there's an indentation here with the Motorola logo, and if you've already followed the design, you'll be thinking this looks like a scaled up version of the Moto X, and you'd be right if you thought that. So another thing though about that is I found that when I use this device with 2 hands, my index finger kind of naturally rests there, so that's actually a pretty good place for it, and it not only is for looks, but definitely helps aid in comfort. Sorry guys, this is awkward as heck. I got this tripod folded up and sitting in my lap because that's kind of the only way that I can do it. Anyway, the camera here is a 13 megapixel. Try to refocus my camera. It's a 13 megapixel with dual LED flash, which acts as like a ring diffuser. And it does do full 4K capture. However, here's the bottleneck about it. That's your microphone. There's no other microphone, so it does it in mono, which isn't too bad because this video is technically mono. That was Monaco. Random word. Anyway, so it's not too bad. Front camera is pretty decent. It's a 2.1 megapixel with full 1080p video capture. Something you probably would have seen back in 2010, but pretty good for front facing. So we're getting up there with them. On the bottom there, pretty simple, just a micro USB charger. I'm not sure if it supports OTG yet. Up top is your nano SIM. I have to refocus the camera again. Probably have to do a zoom. Oh, almost. Okay. So that's your nano SIM, and that's your headphone jack, standard 3.5. What's interesting about this phone is it does CDMA and GSM. I don't know too much about that, but you guys would be able to kind of do some research of your own, I suppose. But to my understanding, you can use T-Mobile and Verizon, either one of those, without incompatibility or compatibility issues. So that's pretty much all for what's on the phone. It does have like this metal band around it, which is really comfortable in hand. It feels like a premium device. Along the lines here, you can see that's the antenna cutouts, because you have to have that when you have a metal phone. So, alright, let me take this off camera and make sure you guys can't see any of my notifications. So we're looking here, let me zoom back out, sorry. It's freezing today. Washington's been pretty cold lately. Go Hawks though, right? Anyway, so this is Android 5.0.1. It's pretty cool so far. It's a stock, of course. You guys may already know that. It allows user accounts. Another thing that's interesting, let me go over this real quick. Since this phone doesn't have a physical LED for messaging, it utilizes the accelerometer, so if you move the phone or jolt it, you'd get a notification. Basically, when you go to pick it up, I don't want to set it on that dirty mossy deck. When you go to pick the phone up, it doesn't like me. Hold on, to get it to do it. I couldn't do it, but anyway, well, hold on. I'll try to do this again. There it goes. So it utilizes the AMOLED screen and only shows you the pixels you need. So your messages would be there in grayscale. Now what's cool though is you can also hold down the messages and it would show you what app is pushing it, which is interesting. It also has multiple user accounts. Let me take this off camera again. Make sure you guys can't see my stuff. I was all positive about that. Alright. So that's me, and then you can add the option for different users, which is pretty cool, although I don't think I'll need it. This is a screen brightness bar. The screen's beautiful, like I said, it's AMOLED. And it's just got enough color to give you diabetes. I mean, that's how much color it's got. You will take this phone and you will get diabetes. It's inevitable. Like, you will get it. It's that awesome. I'm just joking with that, but anyway, so you can kind of see. One downside though is the whites are actually kind of pinkish, and I'm pretty sure the camera will pick it up. Let me see. I don't know if it will. Yeah, it's kind of hard to try to find something that's whitish. You can kind of see. It's like pink. That's small though. The ones on the Galaxy tend to be bluish, so if you're kind of a extra like cautious person and you look at everything, like every little pixel, like that pixel's red, then you probably would notice that, but it's no big deal. Going against the Note 4 though, that is pretty good competition. I almost bought that instead of this, but I wanted the stock Android experience and the bigger screen, so I'm not going to say either phone is better than the other because they're both two different beasts in the making. So the Note 4 is feature intensive if you like to multitask, which you can't exactly do on this phone, and you can't close out all of your apps at once. You have to manually swipe them. So the Note 4, that'd probably be your phone. If you like a stylus as well built in, that'd be your phone too. But if you want the stock version of Android and to be first in line for all the updates, then this would be the phone for you as well. I mean, the front-firing speakers, the premium feel, it's honestly an excellent phone. I mean, the price point is steep, honestly, for a Nexus device, but keep in mind that this is a flagship phone, so, you know, it's going to be up there. So, definitely Google's first step on making a phone like this, and they've honestly nailed it. Let me see if I can play some music so you guys can see the sound, how loud this thing actually gets. It's been a while since I can stand on my own. See if you can hear the see your sound coming from there. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Doing this video on my deck, so I don't want to piss off my neighbors or anything, so I'm going to keep that turned down. And gaming is pretty phenomenal. I only got like a minute left of recording on this camera, unfortunately, but I'm going to try and show you guys the gaming. So it's pretty phenomenal. 2.7 GHz quad-core processor, 3 GB of DDR3 RAM, and an Adreno CPU. I'm not sure, or Adreno graphics CPU. I'm not sure which one, but that's definitely wonderful. It's a good frame rate, you can see. Barely any lag. And let me go back and show you guys the multitasking for the last couple of seconds I have left in the video. So this is how you would have to close your tasks out manually. Take that off because that's personal there. Okay. So basically like that. Yeah, so that's pretty much the phone. The Nexus 6. Totally would recommend it, guys. Good phone. Have a good day. As always, thank you for subscribing. Stay safe.